For 49 years, Don Amando Bayot Sr. Memorial School is celebrating its graduation ceremony with a face of gratitude, pride, and excitement. The seats and benches inside the school's gymnasium are filled with graduating students and their families. But today, the arena is empty. It has been 2 years since the pandemic happened, and the face-to-face graduation were cancelled. However, the Department of Education, with the help and perseverance of every faculty members, understand the value of honor and pride of our hardworking students and proud parents. Knowing how significant this event to the lives of every student, we take advantage of modern technology and internet as we bring to you our special virtual graduation ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 51st virtual closing exercises of Don Amando Bayot Sr. Memorial Integrated School, School Year 2020-2021 with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. To begin with, let us listen to the Philippine National Anthem, and this is to be followed by an opening prayer, Capiz Hymn, and Rojas City Hymn on air.
Bayang magiliw, pwes na silanganan, alab ng puso, sa libid mo'y buhay. Lupang linirang, tuwing ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiin. Sa lagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bakaw, may dilatang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isat ng mataw at mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya, kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupan at araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
We're here at last, at the threshold of a new life. Life's about to be different. Our memories will help us see the light. We are all gathered now for one last time. The moment's finally come. We join our hands together to show the world we won. We thank you, Lord, for everything we've gone through. Life would have been meaningless without you. We can't forget the laughter and the tears, the ups and downs through all these years. We have finally realized that each of us is a gift of love. We have grown closer through all the years we've been together. the smiles and the worries we've shared. We know that God has called each of us to love one another and show that we care. Let's face the future now and make our dreams a reality forever to last. We thank you, Lord, for everything we've gone through. Life would have been meaningless without you. We can't forget the laughter and the tears, the ups and downs through all these years. We have finally realized that each of us is a gift of love. We thank you, Lord, for everything we've gone through. Life would have been meaningless without you. We can't forget the laughter and the tears, the ups and downs through all these years. We have finally realized that each of us is a gift of love. Thank you, Lord, for the people and the times we've learned to love.
To formally start, let us have Maria Nicole M. Daliva with honors to have the welcome address.
To our beloved Principal Esther F. Damaso, to our dear teachers, parents, fellow honorees and awardees, good morning. Today marks the 51st graduation rites of Don Armando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School, and once more, a fresh new batch of finishers whom will begin a new chapter of their lives. Although many of us will still stay in DABMIS, while others will choose a different school for the desired campus. It is a bittersweet feeling to leave our alma mater. For most of us, the 6 years of coming to school early, hearing the resounding voices of students, echoing the card-giving days, the family day celebrations, the daily classes with our beloved teachers, and even the friendships, all this will come to pass, but the beautiful memories will always remain. Some of us may find their best experiences here in DABMIS as we have slowly grown into better individuals, more learned, more knowledgeable, more mentally and emotionally developed, and spiritually equipped with the guidance and thorough teachings of our advisors and subject teachers. I may not have some of what I wish to achieve, yet there are so many other good things that I have unexpectedly gained. Sometimes we plan and work on things to reach a particular goal. It is good if we gain positive results, but sometimes better opportunities are given to those who have experienced failures because it motivates them even more not to give up in pursuing their dreams, and it makes them more appreciative of their achievements. Maybe because they are continually striving and working hard, but I would like to say more so because it happens in God's perfect will and perfect timing. This school year may be a tough year of every one of us because of what had happened in our environment. This pandemic really taught us to be more eager and study harder since we only depend on our own understandings when answering our modules. I'm sure all of us have been through a lot under a new normal setup, but look at now, we did it. So learn what we can learn in every lesson, in every occasion, and in every experience. Use each learning to make ourselves better in the sight of God. God knows ultimately what is the best for you and me. Today is a day of celebration, a recognition of our achievements and victories, of commemorating how we labored through and enjoyed our younger years. Through the help and guidance of our parents, the often unperceived hard work of our teachers, and the nurturing atmosphere of our alma mater, finally, we have reached our initial goal. May we all find ourselves under the guiding and protecting hands of our Lord, that our wisdom, knowledge, skills, and talents be used and directed for His ultimate glory. May the Holy Spirit be in us always, so that we can always approach God in prayer and expect for His righteous answers. Welcome to the 51st graduation ceremonies of Don Armando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School for the academic year 2020-2021. Congratulations to us all, graduating students. May God bless us all, and good morning.
Audio Jungle. Thank you, Nicole. And now, let us have our enthusiastic Principal 2, Mrs. Esther F. Damaso, to present the candidates for graduation, to be recommended by our Public Schools District Supervisor of Cluster 8, Mr. Vicente B. Lorenzo, and to be confirmed by our Division Official Public Schools District Supervisor of Cluster 3, Mrs. Marilu C. Loyola.
Mr. Vicente B. Lorenzo, Sir, Public Schools District Supervisor of Cluster 8, Schools Division of Rojas City, City of Rojas. I, Esther F. Damaso, Principal 2, have the honor to present to you the 60 candidates for graduation of Don Amando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School, Cagay, Rojas City, this school year 2020-2021. 30 of whom are males and 30 are females. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed the basic requirement prescribed for the K-12 basic education curriculum by the Department of Education this 13th day of July 2021. Here they are, ready for your recommendation.
Dr. Feliciano C. Buenafe, Jr., CISO 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Division of Rural City, represented by Mrs. Marilo C. Loyola, Public Schools District Supervisor in Cluster 3, Ma'am, upon the presentation and certification of Mrs. Esther F. Damaso, Principal 2 of Don Amando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School, I have the honor to recommend to you the 60 Grade 6 candidates for graduation for the school year 2020-2021. 30 of whom are males and 30 are females, that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed for the K-12 basic education curriculum by the Department of Education this 13th day of July 2021. Ma'am, they are now ready for your confirmation.
By the authority delegated to me by Dr. Feliciano C. Buenafe Jr., CISO 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Department of Education, Schools Division of Rojas City, City of Rojas, and upon the presentation and certification of Mrs. Esther Damaso, Principal 2, and recommendation of Mr. Vicente Lorenzo, Public Schools District Supervisors, that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed for the K-12 basic education curriculum by the Department of Education, I now confirm the graduation of these 60 candidates for graduation of Don Amando Bayot Senior Integrated School this 13th day of July in the year of our Lord 2021, with all the rights, benefits, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates!
Audio Jungle.
The certificate of completion isn't just a piece of paper. It is everyone's gateway to a better life. The experiences may have been difficult, especially in times of pandemic, but earning your certificates will supply great opportunities for a better educational career.
And now, the most awaited part of the program, the awarding of certificates.
Mrs. Flora May C. Magluno, Master Teacher 2, Grade 6 Rizal Advisor.
Altamea Renz John L. Aragon Carl Andro A. Cortel John Mark L. Cortel Janeto O. Cortel Junar Jr. P. Jestro Christopher Jr. V. Ernesto Darrell S. Francisco Richie Paul O. Menjula Julian Bien D. Nilo John Paul B. Ubafial Keith Albert E. Patricio Janwikin V. Juanico Patrick G. Urati Elmerson O. Arbis Jana Carla May D. Bartosilio Edros Mitch R. Biliber Mikaela S. Cadiz Mary Jane L. Portel Shane Marie P. Dadivas Rialyn F. Daliva Maria Nicole M. Dipanay Rona May. De la Cruz Princess A. Jestro Virginia V. Ernesto RV Joy A. Ernesto Sandy P. Gabino Maria Angela B. Jeremias Erica Francia R. Ubafial Eliza Joy L. Orati Joanna Marie O.
Mrs. Michelle A. Besana, Teacher 1, Grade 6 Rojas Advisor.
Balerado Jess D. Baniel Robert John B. Berico Nathaniel B. Besa John Ore A. Bulana Jander L. Castro Austin John F. Consabo Jamil A. Cortel Arjon C. Cortel Kyle Andre B. De la Cruz Crisdan U. De la Torre Lawrence A. Winda Anthony Jr. F. Lanetta Robert John O. Morales Aaron James F. Poras Kent Irnel E. Tabungar Roberto B. Grade 6 Rojas Girls. Alier Janabel Alexa V. Atinon April Joy. Binyas Mary Joy O. Di Felix Faith Angeli J. De la Cruz Ayazil B. Delphine Angel B. Jocampo Aryan Jade R. Jestro Irish Jane T. Ernesto Rachel Joyce Z. Espinosa Ayesha A. Hakyas Shenliki H. Medina Ana P. Rafael Maureen Althea N. Soriano Roslyn Ann A.
And now, let us listen to Dr. Feliciano C. Buenafe Jr., SASU 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, for his message.
My warmest felicitations to our completers and graduates of Batch 2021. You have brought pride and joy to your parents, relatives, and friends who have supported you to overcome the struggles and challenges in your educational journey. They played a great role in making you achieve where you are right now. This event is a wonderful celebration of your success and victory over the surmounting challenges you went through just to finish this new normal school year 2020-2021. Let us remember to show our gratitude to our parents, guardians, teachers, school heads, and our stakeholders for their unwavering support to make education continue even in the face of the global pandemic. The conduct of the end of school year rites for this school year 2020-2021 has changed and drastically adjusted to the context of the new normal situation. Just like the opening of classes for this school year, we had encountered dilemma, fears, and apprehensions on how to ensure continuity in education. I believe you have uttered your genuine and continued prayers for us to receive God's sustaining grace and protection to make education alive and thrive even amid these crucial times. This year's end of school year rites is focused on the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. This gives us the motivation and inspiration that we shall continue to provide inclusive and quality education while securing the safety of learners from the health risk brought by the spread of COVID-19 infection. This new normal school year will surely be treasured by all of us, especially you completers and graduates. You have successfully conquered all the academic challenges and anxiety brought about by this pandemic. You have shifted your attendance from the normal face-to-face classes into a virtual mode of classroom engagement or through modular distance learning. Everything was new to us. I know you have struggled a lot, but congratulations, because you affirmed to yourself with conviction that no amount of pandemic can ever cease to achieve your dreams. Let your energy propels you to ceaselessly chase your ambitions and aspirations in life. Do not lose your enthusiasm even in your excruciating failures. Please do remain enthusiastic in reaching your dreams even amidst of hopelessness, chaos, and uncertainties. Always remember that in achieving your dreams, you are contributing to building a better society. Once again, my sincerest congratulations. Keep safe. God bless us all.
Thank you, Sir Buenafe. This time, let us welcome Dr. Ramir B. Oitico, SESO 4, DepEd Region 6 Regional Director, for his message.
Congratulations, dear graduates and completers of school year 2020-2021. You make us look at the future with anticipation and pride. You have once again proven that true champions can thrive in the midst of the challenging realities of life. Your sheer grit and resilience have brought you this far in your lifelong pursuit of quality education. Your achievements call for a celebration. You have risen above the worst of times and have responded to the overwhelming demands of the new normal with elan. Your education must not only be reflected in your report cards, but must be manifested in how you masterfully deal with life, an embodiment of courage, compassion, character, and competence. As you relish this moment, remember to celebrate your success with our indefatigable advocates and champions of quality education. Teachers, parents, school administrators, education leaders, stakeholders, and friends, among others. Your success seals our triumph over trials. It propels our collective aspiration for a brighter future despite the limitations caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. This is just the beginning of a beautiful journey ahead. We firmly believe in your potential for success because in DepEd Region 6, every child is a champion. As you cross this time of immense challenges and great opportunities, keep your passion for greatness alive. May your achievements inspire everyone to move forward with a renewed sense of hope, meaning, and purpose. Together, we shall rise as one. Ipadayon ta ang pagpalanggaanay. Once again, congratulations and mabuhay!
At this juncture, let us listen to the message of our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtulis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Audio Jungle.
Thank you, Secretary Briones. At this time, let us hear the journey and be inspired of someone's success story. Let us have Mrs. Ami B. Jimenez, Teacher 1, in introducing this year's commencement speaker.
Today, this task of introducing our guest of honor and speaker is a great privilege. I know this one is difficult, but the thought that she is a woman of virtue and simplicity, I feel elated to introduce her to everyone. After all, she is a living inspiration to the young ones, and the young ones. Ones, I mean our parents and our school children. Our guest of honor and speaker today is a living idiom of a woman who happened to be born at the right time and at the right place, coupled with an impressive background. It was not therefore surprising that she became a devoted public servant, a teacher. After all, she had become the person she is now because of the virtues and values that she developed and nurtured in her. She graduated her elementary years at Don Amando Bayot Senior Memorial School on 2005, her secondary years at Capiz National High School, and graduated in 2009. She took her tertiary years in Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at Hercor College and graduated in 2013. And then, in 2017, she graduated at Colegio de la Purísima Concepcion in her educational units. Having said all this, had made this woman to strive hard, passing the licensure examination for teachers on 2017. And time really didn't stop for her, because a year after, she became a teacher at St. Mary Academy for 1.5 years. Many may be said by others about our guest of honor and speaker, accounts of tales and stories, true and untrue. But what remains to be good and true is the fact that this woman of the hour is a woman incomparable to her genuine intentions to fulfill her chosen vocation as a devoted and dedicated public servant, as a teacher. And now, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, I feel very proud to present to you Secondary School Teacher 1 at Don Amando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School. Please help me welcome Miss Charmaine Obafial Abong.
When I was invited to be a guest speaker of this event, the first thing that I thought was that, why did they choose me? But in all of the questions that I have in mind, I would like all of you to know that I am very grateful for this opportunity. It is such a privilege to speak in front of you all. To our ever dynamic school principal, Miss Esther F. Damaso, efficient teachers, parents, and to you, our dear graduates, a very pleasant day to all. I am very honored to give a speech to all of you, and I hope that I could inspire and motivate our young people who will take a new chapter in their life's journey. Graduation is not the end of education, but rather a beginning of a new chapter. It is the best time where our learners reap the fruits of their labor and sacrifices. It is when they pay tribute to the hardships of their parents and give honor to the efforts of their teachers. It is the time when they are about to bid temporary goodbye to their classmates, friends, and alma mater. For me, graduation is only for those who believe and work for their dreams. Yes, just like you, I am also a dreamer. My mother once told me that there is no harm in dreaming great things. Just don't forget to pray and believe that God will give those in His perfect time. Just like most of you here, our family's life is not that perfect. Like some of you, I also experienced the struggle just to reach my dreams in life. When I was your age, I was asked to help my mother to sell some food in our neighborhood just to have some amount for my daily allowance. Though it is hard to study and help my mother in our finances at the same time, I was able to do it because of my perseverance to reach my dreams. A little sacrifice to my future, indeed. Because of this sacrifice, I was able to finish my elementary with honors. It is just an evidence that poverty is really not a hindrance to get an education. When I was starting in college, I was thinking of taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education and pursue my dream to become a teacher. However, I took up Bachelor of Science in Computer Science because I was afraid to take board examination and also because of the demand from the society. I was able to graduate from that course, get a job that could somehow support me and my family. However, the drive to reach my passion in teaching is very strong. So, even though I am afraid of failing the board exam, I still studied, get some educational units in order for me to reach my dream to become a public school teacher. I know that my family can't finance me in this dream, so I have no other choice but to finance myself. I enrolled myself in my second course while I was working at a private company as a counter personnel. I work 6 days a week and go to school at the same time. I didn't know how I did that, but because of God's grace, I was able to survive it. After I graduate, I took the licensure examination for teachers, and fortunately, I was able to pass it. After passing the board exam, I thought I can easily become a public school teacher because of my license. But it is not as easy as I thought it would be. After passing the board exam, I underwent the ranking process of the aspiring public school teachers. While waiting for the result of the RQA, I have to work in several companies to get some experience. I worked as a substitute teacher in a public school for a few months. I also experienced working in a private school for a year and a half. I waived my application in schools division of Rojas City and luckily I was hired last November 2020. A great opportunity in time of pandemic. Indeed, God's plans is always perfect. Everything that I prayed for happened in His perfect timing. As what I can remember, I was once like you, my dear. I was once anticipating this day of my life. I was very excited then because I will be able to wear again a white toga and cap. I know and I can feel that this year is a time that you and your families have also been anticipating for many years. A time when you will reap the harvest of your sacrifices for years. A time that you have successfully completed the elementary. For all of you, though, I am fully aware that our actions to prevent COVID-19 spread have caused a disruption in this special event as well as anxiety and concern. I am as heartbroken as you are that your final year in elementary and multiple opportunities to celebrate your crowning achievements are being impacted by this global crisis. Today, I salute you, my young graduates, the young people of the 21st century, the Generation Z stakeholders who have worked in multiple generations and competed with technology savvy, trending social media of a multi-formatted digital pandemic world. As frontliners of the new normal, you have witnessed to a world of difference and you are online ready as you face junior high school with skills in distance learning. Indeed, No COVID-19 threat could put education to a stop. Dear graduating class of 2021, when I think about you, what I see is hope. I see your smile when you put down that mask. I see your perseverance every day finishing those modules. I see that in your young age, you wanted to change the world and create a more inclusive community. A community that we can stand side by side and hand in hand. But this year became a difficult challenge to all of us. You did most of the task on your own. You succeed this school year without seeing and hugging your friends and classmates. Dear graduating class of 2021, your story is still in progress. Right now, you might feel the uncertainties. You might feel upset because of our present situation. But mark these words: COVID-19 will not stand in the way of your hopes and dreams. Things will improve, and as they do, you will too. As the famous cliche says, graduation is not the end, but rather a beginning of a new chapter in your life. In the next months, you will be entering the junior high school, a chapter of your life that will lead you to a lot of changes. However, do not be afraid to take the risk and adapt to these changes, as it is the only way for you to enjoy life. My warmest congratulations to all of you, my dear class of 2021. Though we have not met face to face this school year, I am still glad that you did not stop learning. You still did your very best to learn despite the pandemic that we are currently facing. Even though we are dreaming for a physical graduation ceremony, I hope you understand that our number one priority is always the health and safety of every member of our community. As I end this speech, let me give you a quote of Maya Angelou to reflect on, and it says, "The horizon leans forward, offering you space to place new steps of change." May you be guided by this principle and realize that a better future awaits us. It only takes courage for us to make new steps, and together we can build a world of difference. Thank you so much for having me here. Have a nice day, and may God bless us all.
Audio Jungle.
Thank you, Miss Charmaine O. Abong, for that inspiring and motivating words for our graduates. May your journey touches their hearts as they take forward for the new chapter of their lives. Let us now proceed to the conferment of honors and awarding of medals.
Altamea Renz John L. with honors.
Balarado Jess D. with honors.
Binyas Mary Joy O. with honors.
Daliva Maria Nicole M. with honors.
Diocampo Arian Jade R. with honors.
Espinosa Ayesha A. with honors.
Congratulations, awardees! And now, to deliver a speech of gratitude, let us welcome Jess D. Balerado with honors.
To our hardworking principal, Mrs. Esther F. Damaso, to my beautiful class advisor, Ma'am Michelle A. Bisana, to our dear teachers and considered to be the modern heroes of our generation, parents, DepEd officials, guests, to my fellow graduates, and to all of you present in this very special occasion, good morning. This is another milestone for all of us, the grade 6 pupils, as we exit the elementary level from our beloved alma mater, Don Armando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School, and step forward to high school. The 6 years we spent in the elementary school have left us with many memories, both bad and good. Madamo gid kita sing natunan sa atong pag-eskwela diri. Mga bagay nga hindi lamang halin sa four corners of the classroom, kundi man mga butang nga magamit naton sa adlaw-adlaw naton nga pagkabuhi. We have gained friendships from our classmates. We have obtained love and guidance from our parents and teachers. And most of all, we have learned and grown from our every academic work in the classroom. This is the day for us to be extremely thankful to them, for they are the reason behind our victory. My dear fellow graduates, I am aware that our elementary years were filled with many performance tasks, quizzes, and examinations, and we are all fulfilled that we have overcome every challenge and task. Hence, the priceless lessons, skills, and values that we have learned from our alma mater will be our powerful tools as we step forward to the next chapter of our life. Especially, tanan kita nanibago sa aton new mode of learning. Halin sa aton naggamnan nga gakadto kita Lunes hasta Biyernes sa eskwelahan, nagbaylo ini sa modular kag distance learning because of COVID. That is why we should be gratefully and heartfully thank our teachers for providing us the adequate knowledge we need despite the rage and amidst of this COVID-19 pandemic. The 6 years we spent here in the elementary have taught us to never give up to every challenge we encounter. Our teachers have trained us to face every day with a positive attitude in life. Small wins lead to big victories, so I am encouraging you all to give yourself the chance to learn the process of learning. Madamo gid nga salamat as we conclude this unforgettable chapter of our academic life. Sugtin niyo ako nga magpasalamat sa tanan, especially sa aton mga ginikanan nga nagapa-eskwela, kag nagapalangga, nagasuporta sa aton. Our mama and papa deserve a tight and warm hugs. Ma, pa, madamo nga salamat.
Thank you, Mr. Balerado, and congratulations. And to lead our graduates in their class pledge, please welcome Renz Jan L. Altamia with honors.
We, the members of the graduating class of Don Armando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School of school year 2020 to 2021, do hereby pledge to uplift our social and moral conduct through prayers, education, and values. We also pledge to uphold the ideals and principles of our school. Furthermore, we will put into use the knowledge and skills taught to us to achieve the vision and mission of education. So help us God.
Thank you, Mr. Altamia. At this moment, Let us have again our beloved Principal 2, Mrs. Esther F. Damaso, for some announcement.
At the outset, I would like to greet congratulations to all our grade 6 learners who are now graduates for this 51st year of Don Amando Bayot Senior Memorial Integrated School. To all our parents and guardians, as well as all the teachers who worked hand in hand, you deserve to be highly appreciated. May you continue your support to our school children for their success despite challenging situations. For the next school year, let me read to you the posted official statement of our Department of Education, on the start of school year 2021-2022. Posted last April 30, 2021, it says, the Department of Education would like to emphasize that the President has the final decision on the opening of the school year, in accordance with Republic Act 11480. We will be proposing various options for the President's consideration. The August 23 start date proposal is only one of the options, since DepEd is mandated to open the school year not later than the last day of August under the same law unless the President intervenes. Nonetheless, we are still conducting policy consultation and review with concerned stakeholders to determine the most appropriate course of action on this matter. We will issue the official guidelines for school year 2021-2022 calendar soon. Thank you everyone and have a good day.
Thank you, Ma'am Esther. And now, focus your attention on screen for the singing of the class song entitled Follow the Stars with the grade 6 pupils.
Together as one, those memories are
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our 51st closing exercises. Thank you for streaming online, and congratulations, graduates and proud families. To God be the glory.